Hello, right, so I'm just going to talk you through what you need to do once you've got your graphs drawn out. So you can see here I've got a title, obviously take one from the experiment. Here you've got your temperature with units and another label for the axes here again with the units. So you can see here for the scale you need to make it so that it's at least sort of half to 2/3 of the graph paper, no teeny tiny graphs please. So I've got one that I've drawn out earlier, Blue Peter style, and I've got here all the plots I've already drawn for you. So what you need to do is, first of all, plot a curve of best fit. So I'm just going through this. This looks fairly steady, so I might even use a ruler for that one. There we go. And down here, there's a bit of a dip here. I'm just going to smooth that off. So once you've got it drawn on, you can go over it darker in a darker colour if you want to, or go over it, harder with your pencil, or don't do it in pen because you can't rub them out. And then what you need to do is you need to do a tangent. So a tangent, excuse me, a tangent is basically the steepness of the curve. We're going to do this at 3 points on the graph. So I'm going to do it here at the start. So you can see it's steeper at the start, then it plateaus out, and then it goes steeper again. So you need to do a steep gradient, a gradient here at this plateau bit, and then another steep gradient. So what you do is you put your ruler on it. You want it so that it's at the steep bit here, and you want it sort of at the very, very steepest bit at the beginning. So sort of from 0 time, so from where it meets the y-axis, at the steepest point here. I'm going to go to there just because it's a good point to stop. So you draw your line, and then basically you're going to make that line into a triangle. So I'm going to make a triangle like this. So I'm going to make it into a triangle. So I've got the line up here, the gradient, that steepness of the curve, and then this one here. And then by doing a tangent, so I'll do this on my board bigger here so you can see. This is the rate of cooling. Oh, sorry, the pen's not great. The rate of cooling, which is the gradient. Got another one here. That's a lot better. I will do it on paper. I think that will be easier. So the gradient, which we said was the rate of cooling, is the change in the y-axis over the change in the x-axis. So y change over x change. So what we're going to do is we're going to work out that y change. So you can see here where it hits the line, that's at 82. So 82 minus here where it hits the line, I'd say that's 61 to the nearest square. So that's the y change. The x change is going to be from 0 all the way to 210 minus 0 because it's just from 0 all the way up to here. So that's going to be, where's my calculator gone? So 82 take away 61 is 21 over 210, which is 0.1 if I'm correct, and that's in degrees per second. So that is how to do the gradient here. So I'm going to do my calculation here. So I would transcribe that all underneath there, and then you can see it. So 21 divided by 210, which is 0.1, which is the rate of cooling. Sorry, that was my cat. At the start. Then you're going to do the same thing here in the middle at the plateau, and then you're going to do another rate of cooling at the end. I'll just again show you how to draw the tangents, but I won't go through the calculations because I think you know this one. So I would go for the flattest bit, which is probably, in fact I'm going to redraw that line there. So I'm just going to, if you imagine that the line is just on the line here because it's nice and smooth. And I'm just going to draw a little triangle. I'm going to do it here because it fits nicely in. And I'm going to do it to there. And again, you can see that that's going to be a much smaller number because it's not dropping as fast. So that steepness of that curve is much less. And again, you're going to do another rate of cooling. So that's rate of cooling. So you're going to do 1 at the start, 1 at the middle, and 1 at the end. Where should we do it? Should we do it here? And when you do this, you want, imagine it's like a seesaw. So you want sort of this area here to be the same as this area here. To get a proper tangent. Obviously at the beginning it's not quite like that because you've got that, it's at the initial, so it's the steepest point at the very beginning. So steepest point at the very beginning, basically the line where it's more or less flat here, and then a nice like little seesaw bit here where it's, you've got sort of the same angle almost here and here. And again you do the gradient here, so I'm going to do from there. I'm just picking nice points that would be easy to measure on the axes. So I go just pick one at a line, and that's gradient 3. So that's what you need to do, guys. Hopefully you can get on with that today, tonight, tomorrow. I'm not sure I'm going to be in tomorrow. I'll update you on Google Classroom. I'm feeling fine, but I've got to get 2 negative tests yet. So I'm going to do one shortly, but I'll let you know, and I'll join the lesson. I'll do it virtually again for you. Okay, right, thanks.